Haley.
Hi, I'm Isabella.
And we're materials science and engineering majors here at Penn State.
So what is material science?
Well, materials science is the study of all the materials around us. This could be like the plastic in your water bottles,
Or the glass on your windows?
or the metal in your forks and spoons.
So as students here, we work to improve the materials for everyday life.
As materials scientists, we look at materials on a really small level. If you would zoom into a material, you would see tiny little molecules called atoms, and we look at how those interact with each other.
So now we're going to show you a few demos of experiments that we do to improve these materials.
Let's do it. It's almost winter time, and what happens in the winter? It snows. This is some fake snow that we made here in the lab. All you have to do is add water. And it's snowing. What this is actually a polymer, which is another name for a plastic. When we add the water to the polymer, it absorbs the water and expands into snow.
So now we're going to be talking about a different type of plastic. The plastic that Haley was working with started off as a powder, but these are small beads. And what happens is when we put them like water, just like the snow, they absorb all the water and we get this. Some of you might have played with these before. They're like Orbeez. And this type of technology and this different plastic we can use for different applications. For example, contacts so you can see, or we can use these in oceans when there's oil spills to absorb it up. Up next, metals.
So those were experiments with polymers, but now we're going to do an experiment with metals. We're going to bounce these balls on two different types of metals. So why does this ball keep bouncing for so much longer than the ball on this side? Well, there are two different types of metals. This one that bounced for a long time is a metallic glass. So it was cooled really fast, and the atoms, which are really small in the microstructure, look like this. Whereas this one that didn't bounce for very long is a normal metal, where all the atoms are lined up very nice. This one would be like jumping up and down on the ground, but this one would be like jumping up and down on a trampoline. So it's easier for this ball to keep its energy and keep bouncing, whereas this ball doesn't bounce for very long.
Other types of metals can remember their shape. We call these shape memory alloys. So they look like any other type of spring, and what happens, we can pull them apart. But then it's very hard to get them to go back to where they were. However, if we put them in hot water, the atoms will vibrate back into their original shapes. I'll show you. So, here it is. Ta-da! Back to where it was. We can have a lot of different applications for this. For example, some of you might have glasses, and let's say a brother or sister, or even you accidentally bends them out of shape. If they were made out of shape memory alloys, we could put them back in hot water and they'd go back to how they were. That was all the time we had for today. Thank you guys for joining us.
Bye, we'll see you again soon.